So today I am on the Insta360. I just got this new camera and I'm doing another bunch of tests to see if this is a slightly better camera or not. I already did the same test with the GoPro yesterday, so it's not like I haven't done this route before or something you've not seen before, but I was thinking today, why not see how this camera performs. They say that on the Insta360 as well, there's a lot of wind noise reduction, and that helps us, get rid of all of this loud noise that is coming from the wind, and hopefully my sound is clear. That's what this test is about. And also, again, you see this really bad road, all of these cobblestone streets that you get in Europe quite a bit. We're gonna see if the stabilization on this camera is as good as the GoPro is. The one thing that is super weird is I also got the chest strap for the Insta360, where it feels like this one's a little bit more uncomfortable and itchy. And I like the other one, the GoPro one was quite snug. Also, it seems like this camera is a little bit loose, so when I touch it, I'm always afraid that it's gonna swing. It also doesn't feel as stable, so it doesn't lock in very tightly. And it also feels like, wow, the wind is super strong today. It also feels like it's gonna move around a lot more. I don't know, maybe it's just me. We'll see the footage and then we'll know. But yeah, if it works well in this kind of a wind, then wow, I will be impressed. We are coming up to Torstrasse. It's one of the big streets here in Berlin. Pretty crowded. But what a fantastic sunny day. I mean, it's still summer, technically it's almost peak summer. We're just above peak summer, and it's really warm. It's 28 degrees. I don't really need this jacket that I'm wearing, but it's good to have something in case there's this weird wind or something. So where we are right now, it's quite in the center of the city, so there's a lot of traffic here. Gotta turn right, and that road, it goes straight to Alexanderplatz, or does it? I don't know, I'm not 100% sure. But anyway, this is the middle of the city. It's Mitte, so I live not very far from here, so there's a lot of small restaurants and shops and I don't know, a bunch of other stuff here. But today is not about going to those places. Today is about checking how good the camera works, or how well the camera works. Oh, so I don't know how the recording options are on the Insta360. I can start and stop recordings by just saying the words. I don't know if I just stopped it actually by saying that, but I'm gonna hope that I didn't and power through. It's gonna be a lot more crowded today, I feel. There are some weird things over here, this bike lane just magically disappears as soon as you reach the stretch. Now this is more of a parking area, and the road ends here, so I don't think they really need it. The bike lane, I think we can just cycle here, but it just feels very weird. A bike lane going to nowhere. Okay, where do we go now? Should I go right? No, I'll keep going straight. That's an organic food market left here. Tons and tons of cars, tons and tons of parking space. This is pretty much a residential area, you know, so. But I think for a casual cyclist, it doesn't matter if you're biking on the street or you're biking on like a proper track or something. The more important thing is that you get out there and you do something. You know, the more you ride, the more you bike, the more places you can find. And then on the weekend, when you have the time to actually go somewhere, it'll be second nature, you know. It won't be like, oh my god, I have to check if my tires are full, or my health is really bad and I don't want to cycle like 2 kilometers, I don't have the motivation. So even for myself, my goal of doing this is not testing cameras, but more like trying to get out here, trying to cycle a little bit, getting more into the habit of cycling a lot more. And it's good exercise. It's not so bad for your knees, I think. You can go at your own pace, so it's not like we're competitive cyclists over here. So my idea is like, if I can motivate some of you to take up cycling like I do, share your experiences with me, I would be super excited to keep sharing mine. So many leaves blowing around today. I'm actually quite fond of this area. There's a beautiful church that is coming in front of us. This one is called Emanuel Kirche. And on the left you have a restaurant that is always full. It's called Umami. And it's got really nice food actually. It's always full. Like even at, it's 4:30 right now and there's still a bunch of people there eating something. So it's kind of a hot spot. Whoa, that guy was on fire. And he's just going straight through. I think I won't. I'm gonna turn right here. Go to some other street, a little bit more quieter, hopefully. Berlin is so nice when it comes to cycle lanes, you know, so not all the paths are like very well made or something. Oh, the wind is really kicking it today. So it's not like all the cycle paths are like fantastically smooth or, you know, make it easy to ride on it, but they're pretty okay, they're pretty safe. They're away from the main road, as you can see on the left. And it's kind of, it's a stress-free kind of a ride. So don't get me wrong, there are like crazy cyclists out here who just want to go like at breakneck speeds and they get really annoyed if you slow them down. And if you're accidentally in this lane, you know, the ones that you see for the bikes, wow, you people are just going to scream at you in German, and half the times you wouldn't even know what they said, but you know that they're super upset about something, which is usually you. A red light after a while. Oh no, it turned green. It turned green. Let's go right from here. Okay, back on our cobblestone street. The cobblestone streets are the only annoying part of riding. You'll see me complain about this a lot, but they look beautiful. But if you're living around in one of these buildings, it's not fun because the whole night, especially in the summer, if you have your windows open, you can hear cars go back and forth and it's really loud. But it's okay. These are post-world problems, I think. It's Friday night tonight, so it's gonna get very busy afterwards. So these areas will still remain calm, but especially the places where there are restaurants and bars, it's gonna get very, very crowded. I feel like my camera is like tilted forward for a bit. I'm not really sure if it actually is recording the way I intended it to record. But yeah, that's what this test is about. So that's going to be the weird thing. Like, even if this camera does really, really well, I wasn't able to mount it properly on the GoPro rack. Maybe I should try inverting it or something, and then it works better. But mostly I wasn't able to like fix it properly. I don't know if any of you has one of these and you know how to fix it. Let me know, because I really like that chesty thing a lot more. It's much easier to use and much better to actually ride with. This one seems to be just one moving the camera around a lot, and then it also seems to be dipping forward, you know. So I set my camera quite up high, so almost looking at the sky a little bit, but now it doesn't feel like it's pointing up, it feels like it's pointing down. See, that's I think where it was supposed to be. So if this keeps happening, then it's not worth it, you know, then. But anyway, it records really well, it's easy to use, the voice commands are good. Let's see when we get back if the recording actually looks great as well. But Insta360 is a nice product. The packaging was really cool. It was quite simple, easy to get things out, easy to set up. The GoPro was a little bit more intimidating, I think, but also it was my first action camera. Cold exploits. We have a car right behind us. Just go, there's a lot of space here. Okay, he wanted to turn, I think that's why he was staying behind. So good driver, didn't cut up in front of me. So yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, you know, my idea with the channel was just to ride around the city, show you some interesting sights, much more after I'm done testing this and I finalize on a camera. And then maybe we can try around a little bit more, you know, like check out one of these Lime and Uber e-bikes, or go to a different part of the city and see what it takes, or how much time does it take to go from one place to another. I'll take you along with me, you know, so whenever I ride, I'm a casual rider, so I'm usually traveling around the city on my bike whenever I can. I really like doing that. So why not take you guys around with me? So many leaves on the street. So now when it rains, this is going to be an absolute nightmare. Like, walking becomes so hard with all of these leaves, you know. It's like you're almost guaranteed to fall. Okay, I think that's good enough. We're good 10-15 minutes. I'm gonna turn left over here. I'm gonna end this video here on the same stretch as yesterday. So thank you so much for watching this. And yeah, if you're a casual cyclist like me and you want to get motivated to go out more often, see some beautiful streets of Berlin, see how people ride their bikes here, see some nice beautiful monuments, also explore different things, you know, come with me on errands and stuff like that, please follow this channel. I am pretty sure I'm at 0 subscribers right now, but my goal is to just get like 1,000 people who are super interested in doing this kind of stuff, you know, and I'll be happy to create more content for all of you. I'm gonna do it for myself anyway, but yeah, just subscribe if you like this kind of stuff, then I'll know. Have a fantastic day ahead, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye bye.